Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your March reading. Really great to see you, and every month we like to start with some channeled information, so I'm going to get straight to that. One note though, before I look at the channeled information, I want to remind you that you can use this video for your sun, your rising, and your moon sign. Alright, so when I choose the deck of cards that I'm going to use for you, I meditate on your sign and get some information. For you, there was a lot of stuff going on, and there were two pieces that came out that I think is going to be most beneficial to you. The first one is that you're going to have to push a little bit. And I know Aquarius can do this, because once you sort of set your mind to it, I want you to kind of pull out that inner sense of stubbornness or perseverance and push to get things done. The second thing is like basically victory, prevail. So if you push, if you are perseverant, if you continue to approach those things in your life that you need with a constant sort of effort, what you're looking to do will get done. But it is going to take work. So the flip side of the coin is probably a little bit more effort than you want to put into certain things this month, but I see success ultimately. So that's a good overall message for you. Let's go ahead now and take a look at the cards and see if there's some information on that, and also just what the general message for this month is. So right in the center we got the Three of Cups, which is all about friendship, community, togetherness. So let's see how everything comes around with this. And before I interpret, let's go ahead and take a look at your Catalyst card this month, which is what really connects everything. But I am getting a sense of relationships, families, friendships. These are going to be central to you this month. All right, your Catalyst is Faith. Beautiful card actually, which is saying that, and I'm going to actually pull this one here, the Three of Cups, because I think for you, faith is going to happen with groups of people. I think this is either about having faith in your friends, having faith in your ability to get things done, to manifest what you want, but the security, the strength is actually going to come from people in your life. And so if you're feeling a little bit uneasy, wondering, how am I going to get this done, or how am I going to be able to sort of get through the month? The key to your happiness this month is actually interactions with others. So girlfriends, boyfriends, friends, family members, I want you to make an effort to spend at least one day a week doing something with people that you love. And it seems like a lot of you are kind of nursing either some disappointment or broken heart or a little bit of angst and wondering like why everything isn't manifesting exactly as you'd like. And with the Five of Cups, I want to encourage you not to spend too much time going down the well, so to speak. And trust me, everybody goes there where it just feels like things are not working. Why isn't it working? This is basically saying get some distraction in your life with some people that you love and that you care and that you trust, and do something fun. See a movie, read a book, go to the park, whatever you derive joy from, go on a vacation. But try to get out of the Five of Cups mind sort of like thinking, because you'll notice that this particular illustration, the woman is looking into the water at what is spilled, what is gone, and meanwhile beside her are two opportunities, two blessings that have yet to manifest because of the sort of focus on what isn't happening. I mean, there's a lesson in that for us all, because we all have things where it's a lot easier to see what isn't happening than to imagine what can happen. So looks like you've actually had a good couple of months. The Chariot card typically shows support, steadiness, focus, and so I feel like you found a new sort of sense of direction in your life, which is great. Nine of Pentacles reversed is showing that your money situation is okay. A little bit of stress on it, but I feel like you're actually doing quite well and focusing on being able to take care of yourself. There is a little bit of need to possibly like dig into savings this month, but I don't feel like it's detrimental, at least not at the beginning of the month. The overarching energy is that of creativity and expressing the creativity, because wands, it's at its most powerful when you actually start to invoke and when you actually start to do something with it. And this particular Ace of Wands is encouraging you to start to act out what it is that you want in your life. So to break that down into everyday terms, if there's something that you've been wanting to do, a vacation to, up north, to the East Coast, to the West Coast, whatever, make some plans this weekend or tonight if you want to, and think about, what can I do? What does my budget look like? What are the best months? Like, hop on Expedia. This is about thinking it through, but starting to create some of the action. Ace of Swords would be picking up the phone and making it happen. Ace of Wands is doing the research, making it feel like it's tangible, and actually starting to talk to people and experience it a little bit. So I think you're holding back for some reason on the execution, but you have some great ideas. Start taking some action on them. That would be my advice. When I look at your near future, we have King of Wands in reverse. So one thing that this is, it's like a double-edged sword, because I said it's good for you this month to sort of like push through things. This is a card of stubbornness. So if it suits your overall good and you want to kind of like integrate that stubbornness in a long-term plan, great. But when it comes to friendships, relationships, be careful on this one. And one thing that this has more to do with people that are working in an office. Whenever I see this one, it almost reminds me of strength, and I would say be careful about trying to manage up to someone who you don't think understands that you think they may not be doing their job or whatever. This card is saying tread carefully around those people. They may be more insightful than you think. For those of you that are retired, for those of you that are students, what this card is saying is take care of yourself and focus on your own sort of well-being, but work a little bit on empathy skills with some people around you, because it seems like, possibly because of the Five of Cups, there could be a little bit of a focus on this isn't working, and meanwhile other people are trying to give you input or needing some assistance from you. So remember to take a deep breath, to look around, and occasionally just to ask people how they're feeling, what's going on, and listen. And you're going to be able to not only help some people around you, but also maybe gain some insights. So it's a win-win on that. As we look at where you're headed here, your ego is in the Eight of Wands reverse. I actually love that this is, instead of illustrated with like a lot of wands or trees or whatever, this is horses running really fast, because the Eight of Wands feels just like this, like a stampede. Now the stampede is in reverse. So again, I want you to focus on not getting lost in all of the little day-to-day stuff. So this could be making an appointment, keeping a doctor appointment, having a meeting, remembering to make a phone call so that you can do something. Got a lot of small things going on. Make sure you're putting it all in your phone or your planner, and you're not losing track of things. Two of Pentacles in your environment card. What this is really saying to you is try not to, it's a juggling card, so try not to please everyone, try not to do everything. Really focus on what is necessary. I saw your finances should be fine, but this is basically saying don't overextend this month, and that's a pretty common theme across every sign. So avoid luxury items and focus on budgets. I've been saying this for a lot of signs. Focus on your budgets. In America anyway, it's tax season, so it's a good time to sort of look at what you're spending, what you've spent, and what you need to sort of save up for and make a plan here. We have Page of Swords in reverse, and this is in hopes, fears, dreams. So there is a little bit of a disconnect between this really strong idea. Okay, I'm not succeeding at that. This really strong idea, which is something that you're passionate about, something that you want to do, and then seeing it come through. So that's why I wanted to encourage you to make sure that you make some steps towards whatever your dream is, whatever your goals are, to make these start to happen. In your life this month, with emotional sort of connections, there's a lot of people and a lot of noise around you. Your outcome card is Queen of Wands in reverse, and I saw King of Wands in reverse. So for some of you that are still married or just got married or in a relationship, communication could be difficult with your spouse, because if we look at these cards, you have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, and they're both connected basically with the Page of Swords. They're all reversed, And so that's saying difficulty seeing other people's points of view. It could be a little challenging this month. So you might be a little bit more prone to an argument or a spat here and there. Just don't let that get in the way of otherwise good relationships. It's just a temporary thing. And the other person, I really don't feel like it's coming from a negative place, that this is something that you need to worry about. There is an opportunity mid-month for a new relationship, new love. And for those of you in an existing relationship, it's a great time to spend sort of on a private getaway, a dinner, intimate sort of surroundings in the middle of the month. It's a good time for love. The latter part of the month and the end of the month, it's looking a lot trickier, because it looks like your energy is going to be diverted around the third week of the month, and third and fourth weeks you're going to have a lot more going on and difficulty possibly balancing it, and some challenges with communication and expression. But right around the center of the month, it's good. Romance is good. And it's for those of you that are single looking to date, this is actually a good month overall, and there may be multiple suitors that come in. I'm not seeing a direct match though, I will say that, because we have all of the cards that are court cards, they're reversed, a king, a queen, and a page of wands and swords respectively here. They're all reversed, and so my general sort of warning or thought on this is that, you know, it's a great time to meet people, it's a great time to spend with your friends, but for developing a long-term relationship, it's probably going to be more challenging. You're going to have to put more work into it, particularly when it comes to understanding their point of view and speaking the same language or being on the same mental page. If you can work through that, I think you're okay. But there's enough going on that I would say focus on existing relationships or new friendships, but not so much on new love relationships this month. Let's see if there's any other messages here. I'm just impressed that you've taken a little bit more initiative and control over your life. It feels like you're in a good place. You've already started to accomplish some of what you've wanted. So whatever this sort of, if you feel like you need to sort of go further, don't give up. You've already done like half the work. So push to get what you want in your life. You are going to get through whatever it is. If something's been bothering you, you've been waiting for something to happen, I see a positive outcome for you. And basically what's going to be tested here is your faith. And faith has multiple levels and multiple meanings here. But your faith in friendships, your faith in the divine, your faith in your ability to get whatever it is that you want. So stay firm in your belief and use that natural sort of stubbornness that is part of Aquarius, and it's a good trait, by the way, and push forward and get your goals done. So now let's take a look at health, which can include your mind, body, and spirit, because health is not just one thing, as we've all learned. So your health card this month is call to action. Take control of your life. It says, take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. So for those of us that are maybe even like in the health or healing professions, this is saying don't neglect yourself. Make sure that you're taking care and practicing exactly what you preach. And for those of us that are just living a day-to-day life, this is saying, don't delay. If there's something going on in your body and your doctor's not paying attention or you're not feeling good, this says take care of it sooner than later. Let's take a look at your wealth, which includes career and other opportunities in your life. Much like health, it's multifaceted. Okay, this card almost jumped out. So we have the patience card, which this is where for wealth, I think this has a lot more to do, and it was reversed, but I'm going to pull it up right. For wealth, it's either a money situation or a work situation or possibly a power situation. And these all could be intermixed, but this is where you're going to have to push. This is also where I see you winning. So this is about like getting on the phone, writing some emails, calling customer service, dealing with a boss, dealing with a manager, dealing with levels of authority in your life and pushing to the point that you prevail. And in a way that is genuine, kind, and also very much like you. You don't want to step outside and become militant. This is about the kinder path towards that, but persistence is key. So if you just keep doing what you're doing and doing it with a smile, eventually you can wear people down with your patience, ironically. All right, so let's take a look now at your love and relationships. Love including family, friends, and potential loved ones or your already existing divine partnerships. And it says engagement. So, couple levels to this, and the card was reversed as well, which for this is really talking about, I even saw like entanglement at the beginning. If you are going to start a new partnership, a new marriage, a new relationship, make sure that the other person is wholly available. When this card comes reversed, it basically says that you're ready for the change, and I think this person is too, but they may not be completely free and completely sort of like on the same mental page as you. So you want to clear out any sort of misperceptions or misconceptions that the two of you have, and make sure that they're really ready. Not that they're just thinking or saying that they're ready, but that they're really ready, and likewise that you're ready. So before you say I do, before you say do you want to marry me, or again, this can also just be about deciding you want to become friends with someone. Just see if it makes sense in your life, if you have time to sort of put into the relationship. It's like getting a pet. It's a responsibility, and you have to make sure that you're there and you love and take care of whoever you're bringing into your life. All right, now as we look at your destiny card, this is sort of where you're headed, and it says Return of Spirit. I love this. And it's really rich in the lower, well, it's a combination actually. This one has, some lower one, second, really more a second chakra, and I'm looking here at like the third eye, so the sixth chakra, seventh chakra. You've got a nice mix here. So what this is saying is blend your intuition with your relationships this month, and use that to sort of see past what people are saying. I've used this phrase with a friend before, and it resonated with them, so I'll use it here. It's the truth beneath the words, or it's the truth beneath what you're saying. You're going to use your intuition this month to hear what they're saying, but then to understand the meaning beneath the meaning, basically. There's a lot of subtext that you're going to be pulling apart this month. And so if someone says something, instead of reacting immediately, think, why did they say that? Did they mean this? And then trust the first thing that you think and go with that. All right, let's now bring everything into focus and do a quick review. Your central and channeled message this month was to push to the point of prevailing and succeeding at something that you love. And your catalyst this month was to have faith. And those two are really two of the same thing. Your faith is going to give you the energy to push, and letting go and understanding and sort of surrendering is going to be what helps you prevail here. As we look at the energy of the month, partnerships are really key. We've got Three of Cups in the center. It's going to pull you out of your sadness if you're in a sense of being sad or alone. The Five of Cups can be tempered by the Three of Cups. So friendships can get you out of this sort of moody state that you may be in. When it comes to new relationships, I will caution you because all of the court cards are reversed. It's a much better time to get to know people and date, but not to go on a serious sort of level. Take your time, really get to know them, really get to understand them before you go into commitment. It's a great time for physical relationships to sort of peak, especially around the second week of the month. So a great time to take a trip with a loved one, a great time to just have a quiet night with someone that you're already married to and just want to have like a date night. So make them dinner, hang out, and just enjoy each other's company. You can just be close. Intimacy doesn't have to be physical. It can just be hanging out, talking, and exchanging time with someone that you love. Money's okay. What I really see as your sort of issue this month, though, is how you're spending time and how much energy you're putting into everything that's going on around you, because there's a lot. So try to say no if you can. Try to push back a little bit on how long you get engaged in certain social activities. You don't have to do everything. When it comes to your health, take control. Call to action is saying don't delay. If you need to schedule an appointment for physical, for your dental appointment, for something that's been going wrong, don't delay. This is the month you can actually stop something before it goes deeper. For wealth, we have the Patience card. It was reversed, which shows impatience. Really ties nicely to faith, having faith that it's going to work out, and keeping with your dreams, keep pushing at what you want. Also reversed was this Engagement card, which is basically saying the reverse of that. Delay things, get to know people, put off marriage proposals and business proposals and contract agreements this month. And finally, returning to spirit. This is about going back to really what you love in life, which includes hopefully some meditation and taking care of yourself. But return to spirit to me is also connecting with the higher self. So not always thinking like I need to do this because it's expected, or, start doing some things because you feel it's part of your divine purpose on this planet. And also, as I said, when you're looking at people and receiving feedback from people, go beneath what they're saying. Use your natural intuition to cut through that and think, but they're really saying this. And maybe take a risk. Don't be afraid to sort of come out and say, this has been on my mind. Have you been wanting to talk about this? Because sometimes people are just waiting for an opportunity and someone else to open the door for that. So overall, you actually have some really great cards this month. Only caution is in opening your mind and maybe dealing with some stubborn people around you. Try not to get into any sort of arguments. It's not going to be good. Stay busy. You're already busy, but try not to let things go, because the other thing with the Eight of Wands is you can lose something just in the sort of dizziness of day to day, okay? If you need more clarification, or if you want to talk about your own life and have some questions, I do have one-on-one appointments available, so you can click on the corner or tap on the eye if you're on the mobile app, and you can get more information about rates and availability. If this was really helpful and you want to support the channel, there's also a link to optionally donate. Otherwise, stay in touch. The best ways to do that are to subscribe to the channel, my newsletter, or you can join me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Finally, but most importantly, I just want to say thank you. Been doing this for a few years, and it's really great to have been taking this journey with you. We're all growing. We're all getting to a better place spiritually, and hopefully feeling more empowered. That's what I'm hoping that all of us come away with each month, is a feeling of knowing what's ahead, knowing what we can do, and then exercising our free will. Because at the end of this is a GPS. It gives you the tools you need to change your life, and hopefully for the better. So wishing you a lot of love, a lot of light. Sat Nam. I'll see you again next month. So take care of yourselves and remember to love yourselves. Bye-bye.